In the heart of Owerri, there lived a respected pastor. Pastor Daniel, a man of deep faith and discipline. He was known for his powerful sermons, his gentle heart, and his unwavering belief that what God cannot do does not exist. Pastor Daniel had one child, his only daughter Rose. Rose was the kind of girl people noticed not just because of her beauty, but because of her heart. She sang in the church choir, taught children on Sundays, and helped her father with ministry work. Everyone admired her. But in her father's eyes, Rose was meant for greatness. He often told her, "My daughter, you are a light. You will marry a man who fears God and can take care of you." He never imagined that life, or love, would test his faith in such an unexpected way. One Sunday morning after service, Rose noticed a young man sitting quietly under a tree near the church gate. He was barefoot, dressed in torn clothes, and had a small bowl beside him. He looked weak, hungry, and forgotten by the world. Rose, moved by compassion, walked up to him and said softly, "Brother, have you eaten today?" The young man looked up, surprised that someone had even noticed him. "No, Ma," he whispered. "It's been 2 days." Without hesitation, Rose went back home, packed food, and returned to give it to him. That simple act of kindness became the beginning of a story that would shake her father's world. Days turned into weeks, and Rose often found herself talking to the young man after church. His name was James. He told her he used to be an apprentice in ABA, but after his master died, life turned against him. He came to Owerri searching for work, but hunger and rejection met him instead. Rose began to see something beyond his dirty clothes. She saw humility, intelligence, and quiet strength. One day, she brought him clean clothes. Another day, she found him a small job cleaning the church compound. When her father noticed, he wasn't pleased. "Rose," he said, "you are a pastor's daughter. You can show kindness, yes, but don't forget boundaries. That boy may not even know God." But Rose replied softly, "Daddy, didn't Jesus eat with the poor and the broken?" Her father sighed. He loved his daughter, but deep down he feared the direction things were going. Over time, James's life began to change. He saved little money, always grateful for the chance to work. Rose encouraged him to go back to school for evening classes, and she sometimes helped with textbooks. The more they talked, the more they saw something special in each other. James admired her humility despite her background. Rose admired his faith and determination despite his pain. Then one day, James said the unthinkable. "Rose, I know I am nothing compared to you, but I love you. I don't expect you to feel the same. I just needed to say it." Rose's heart pounded. She looked at him and said softly, "Love isn't about what we have, James. It's about who we are when we have nothing." When Pastor Daniel found out his daughter was in love with the beggar from the church gate, the ground beneath him almost broke. He called her into his study. "Rose, do you want to bring shame to this family? To this ministry? What will people say if my daughter marries a man who used to beg outside my church?" Tears filled Rose's eyes. "Daddy, I'm not marrying a beggar. I'm marrying a man who found God even when the world rejected him." But her father wouldn't listen. He suspended James from working in the church and warned him never to come near his daughter again. James obeyed. He left the town quietly, heartbroken but determined. 2 years passed. Rose couldn't forget him. Her father introduced her to other suitors, educated, rich, and well-connected, but her heart had already chosen. Then one Sunday, something unexpected happened. A new guest visited the church, a well-dressed young man in a fine suit, carrying a Bible. He walked with confidence and humility. When he greeted Pastor Daniel, his voice sounded familiar. "Good morning, sir. My name is James Emmanuel. I was once a cleaner here years ago. I came to give thanks to God." Pastor Daniel froze. Rose gasped. James shared his testimony before the whole church. "A few years ago, I was homeless. But God used one person, Rose, to show me love when I was invisible. Through her encouragement, I went back to school, got a scholarship, and now work with a construction company in Lagos. Today, I came to thank God and appreciate the family that helped me." The entire church clapped. Pastor Daniel couldn't hold back his tears. He walked up to James and said, "Son, I once judged you by your clothes, not your heart. but you have taught me what faith and love truly mean." Months later, the same man who once forbade their love stood on the altar, holding a Bible as he joined them in holy matrimony. Rose and James, the pastor's daughter and the beggar, finally became one. Their story spread through the community as a testimony that love, when pure, can rise above shame, status, and judgment. And every time Pastor Daniel preached afterward, he ended his sermons with these words: "Never look down on anyone, because the person you reject today may be the blessing God sent to your life."